Today we have the BC Rich NJ series, Stranger Things Warlock in red Crackle. This thing's pretty cool. It has stock BC Rich pickups, no idea what they are. 24 frets, ebony fretboard. I think maple neck. This one has like a satin finish to it. The headstock is gloss though, so that's kind of cool. Regular tuners. It has a Floyd Rose special, so the bottom tier of floating bridge. 2 volumes and a tone, 3-way selector. And it's pretty cool. It has this Hellfire Club backplate, and it's contoured, so you can grab the neck on the higher frets like pretty well. And then it also has like this laser etched plastic cover. You can feel that it says Stranger Things on it. It's pretty cool. Figured I should probably show this gig bag a little bit. It's pretty cool. Big BC Rich logo. Not bad, it has its bar and tools. And this cool little area to hold the neck. I think some bottom padding too. But neat little gig bag. Okay, so we're going to check out both these humbuckers. The bridge, both of them together in the middle, in cleans, leads, and distortion. So this was a guitar that I was basically planning on holding on to. So I wanted to replace the pickups and possibly replace the bridge and maybe the tuners, but that's optional. The only reason why is because I want this thing to sound really good. Okay, so first and foremost, it's a Stranger Things guitar. If you like the show, if you don't, I don't really think that's a selling point for me. I just like the guitar. I thought it was pretty neat. I like that this neck is actually finished on the back. Technically, it's unfinished, but it has, instead of just a blank piece of maple, you at least have a painted neck. And I like that. I like how it's tapered off. It's kind of neat. It's got a nice gloss headstock. That's really nice. I like the ebony fretboard. It looks like it's, basically polished ebony. Like, they kind of polish it and make it look a little glossy. Still going to condition it. The frets, the fretwork, hardly any, like almost no sharpness to these frets. Almost no sharpness. Like, it's enough to play. Yeah, I feel like I'm not going to hurt myself with these frets. And they're highly polished. So that's good. I think the fretwork is pretty good, especially for a guitar. This one's made in India. So far, overall, this is a pretty cool instrument. I think the value's there. It's ridiculously priced aftermarket. Basically, don't buy it aftermarket. Try to get it from retail if you can, because in my opinion, I think it needs a little bit of work to be a very functioning instrument. And the biggest problem that I'm having, and I saw two separate ones in the store, it was the black one and this one, and they both, with this Floyd Rose Special, have this tuning stability issue. The bar basically sticks if you pull up or pull down. I had to find the sweet spot where it's supposed to be. Also, this bar has a lot of play, but notice how in these demos I didn't use the bar really because it was going to ruin my tuning. Yeah, it's pretty bad. This is like what you see with Kahlers usually, not a Floyd Rose. So I noticed like the pickups still have their plastic on them. So I've gotten a decent amount of time to play this thing, but I'm gonna gut some of it because I want nice pickups in this thing. It's pretty comfortable to play. I did notice, though, when I'm standing up, it almost does that telly thing where the guitar just basically wants to be level instead of that nice angle, that, what is that, like 45-degree angle, that classical. It's a little bit harder to get it to that 45-degree angle if you kind of like the classical stance or if you're used to playing Vs. It's not too bad, though, because it's borderline like a half little V, like a Rhodes or something, right here. So you can get your leg where it's supposed to be and keep it pinned, and it's nice. So it's just kind of a middle ground between maybe a Strat, an SG, a V, a Rhodes, something. It's the Warlock. It's classic 80s and metal shape. I've never owned a Warlock. I'm very happy to finally have one. It's a pretty cool shape. It's iconic. Took a long time, but it's cool to at least have one. But like I was talking about before, this I'm gonna set it up and see if that changes anything. I don't know if it does, but if nothing does change, I'm definitely upgrading the bridge because I want to play this thing. This is basically unplayable. Unless you're just someone that really likes Stranger Things and just want it for what it is. I want to do just a couple things to it just to get it nice and playable. But I'm not going to do anything that like ruins the instrument. It's really just a pickup swap and maybe a bridge swap and a little bit of hardware. But everything else is basically going to stay the same. Shouldn't be too hard. I'll set these pickups aside, maybe just store them away. But I'm excited at least. So as of this video, this guitar is $8.99 retail. There's 2,000 of them. I don't know if it's 1,000 of each color, like 1,000 red and 1,000 black, or 2,000 of each. No idea. But, it's limited. I think that's on the money for what this is. Even if it's not that playable with this bridge, I get that that's basically unacceptable. But it could just be the couple that I've had experiences with. People might not have this problem. But if it's let's say 100% of them have this problem. Yeah, it's a problem, but for what this is, I'd rather spend a little bit more and just upgrade this or set it up properly and all that and then get it nice and playable. Because $8.99 in this day and age is not bad for a mid-grade decent guitar. It does feel like a decent guitar. It just has a few little flaws in function that could use an upgrade. And basically, if a different brand stuck their name on it, this would have been like $300-$400 more anyway. I'm glad it comes with a case too, because again, unmentioned other brands that would make a guitar like this don't even include a case. This thing at least has a gig bag, and it's fairly durable. It's not like cloth. It's cloth, but it's not like thin cloth. It's padded. It's a padded gig bag. Huge thing I applaud is there's no brick of a neck joint. It's pretty comfortable for a bolt-on guitar to be able to play this thing. That handshake where the neck meets the body, it's pretty comfortable. My pinky at least, maybe even my ring finger goes past the 24th fret. And I'm also happy it has 24 frets. That's great. Huge thing I applaud for that too. This thing's got a lot of cool things to it. So this is maybe like a 7 or 8 out of 10 in my opinion. Looks like right here is where all this friction I was feeling. It's the entire front of the bass on the underside. And that's because there's so much paint caked on along with shielding paint. And if you can see, it's actually taller here than it is over here. So there's just this big speed bump here